can sail through here. Okay.
There's something down there.
This is what I was trying to find.
Which way?
Alright, so this probably opens the gate there. But I want to explore over here first. Not as much stuff as I was hoping for. See, now I'm worried about this lore marker that I'm missing. I mean, I don't need to find it, but I want to find it. I'm just gonna hope it's over here somewhere.
What's that down there?
There's a lot of stuff in this water.
I believe I was saying the Aesir
Apparently
had
a lot of
power,
gold.
but lacked for strategy. And so, a stranger from a far-off island found himself with Odin's ear, trusted as he trusted no one but himself.
You didn't
We'll
happen
pick
to
this up
find the
later.
whetstone, perchance?
Well, yes, I
We
did.
found your whetstone.
Oh, wonderful! This staining is unusual.
The Reavers used it to smash another Reaver's face in.
Oh, wonderful. Here, for your trouble.
Ooh. Low perk
I can't
activation
wait to
chance
test
to
out the
grant
new
a health
whetstone.
burst.
It may not look like much, but it's practically humming with magic. I've needed a new one after my brother borrowed the last one. I saw him spit on it.
Ew.
Lube it up, he said. I didn't ask for it back. Brock and I are working on something special for you at the temple.
Oh, really? Okay.
Let's do it.
Well, let me take a look at this axe pommel. Can I compare it to what I have? Ooh, I gotta level this up a lot. And it probably won't do that much. So it has more vitality. Pretty much the same amount of luck, but I'm gonna lose my runic. It's like, is it worth it? Honestly, I don't know. What about this?
Sometimes the best purchase is the one we don't make.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm missing a lore marker. That sucks. That also sucks. You know, I could just look this up because why not? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see where it is and see if I can get to it.
Where was I then?
You'd become Odin's most trusted advisor.
Aye. And with that kind of power, laddie, I must confess, there are perks.
Yeah, but he's Odin.
I never claimed to be perfect, laddie, only clever. and often too clever by half.
So what'd you do to get Odin so mad at you?
Well, for a long time my job was to enable Odin, and I was fucking excellent at it. Gradually, as I grew more to care about people and the world, my job became to contain him. Or I can just tell you this story later.
I mean, you could continue it right now, but whatever. So, apparently the lore thing is inside this ship. Unfortunately, I don't know how to go about this. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I did not know this was here.
Read it.
Sir! This false leader. I've seen it written all over this place.
Is this what Vandred wrote about his father, or what the crew wrote about Vandred after they mutinied?
Here. Boy.
That will fall.
Hemming Essence. An enchantment that increases luck by 13. Okay. Alright, so we actually have a few treasure maps that we can look at. Njord's Oarsman. In my last voyage, my ship was ravaged by Thor's thunder and storms. I had given up hope when the gentle wind of Njord parted the dark clouds and filled my sails. I have hidden my treasure up high where I can forever row with Njord's Oarsman. The Historian. I wish to make a contribution to Fafnir's collection of relics. I arrived to find the door locked and reavers blocking the way. Blocking the way I came. I quickly buried my treasure and hid as fast as I could. If I manage to escape, I'll return to the spot. That looks kind of familiar to me. So that... yeah, that could be... that might be where we're headed. So... we'll see. Anyway, I think that is it for this area. We are complete with this, so yeah. I think we have to go like over here. Fafnir's shop. Yeah, because we have to turn in that thing. Okay. And the treasure should be over there too. Is Mimir going to continue the story? No?
Mimir,
Alright.
you were getting to how Odin turned on you.
Well, I felt my duty to Odin had evolved. To protect him from himself. By serving peace, I served his interests as well. That's the truth. But he saw it as disloyalty. No longer trusting my motives, but not wishing to part with my brain or tongue, he bound me to a tree and adopted a new pastime of casual torture.
Well, I'm glad we came along to cut off your head.
Aye, lad. Lucky break that was.
Alright.
Brock and I have been working on a new project at the temple. Come visit soon.
We're gonna fast travel over to... over to this one. I keep holding X. I don't have to hold X.
Mimir, what did you call Mother? Laufey the Just? Did you know her?
I never had the pleasure. Laufey was a rumor in the halls of Asgard. A giantess warrior who thwarted many an Aesir god's plans. Freeing those who they would enslave, feeding those who they would starve, generally making a nuisance of herself in the most noble of ways. Thor was terribly frustrated he could never find her to fight. Once my imprisonment began, I could only wonder what became of her, and who she would turn out to be. Yours is quite a singular lineage, lad.
Alright. Okay. Apparently I didn't press circle, even though I did.
Come visit Brock and I at the temple sometime.
So, going this way, I think. I hope. I think there's only one way. Why doesn't this look familiar to me? Okay, maybe now it does. Did not mean to do that.
We are done here.
What's this? I don't know. Another way around, I guess. Wonder. The treasure has to be like in front of one of these doors or something. I think. I mean, I should just pull up the, just pull this thing up. Take a look. So there's two, like, rams next to it. With my luck, it was probably, like, outside of this one. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised. Yep. If I had just kept running up here, I probably would have found it. Alright, now let's go turn in this side quest. And of course, this guy is all the way at the end. We're probably gonna have to fight something. I don't know, I just have a feeling.
What are you fools doing back here? Come to pilfer my boots and small clothes.
We found your son. He was betrayed too. And we found part of his journal. It sounded like he regretted killing you.
Fat lot of good that does me. How'd he go out? He die fighting?
We found 4 corpses near his. They were decapitated.
Ha! Vandrid always did keep his sword nice and sharp. A lesson he picked up from me. He's a backstabbing bastard, but knowing he's in Valhalla sets me at ease. Thanks.
Bonus
You did a
to
good
all
thing.
stat. Oh.
I'm glad we came back here.
That thief did not deserve the peace you gave him.
Maybe so. Still, it feels good to help people. Even the dead ones.
So much like your mother.
Alright, doing that. Let's see if we can change this thing out. Here's the rate at which rage is gained. Resistance to all status effects. I don't really care about the axe throws too much. Sure, we'll equip Tears Shard there. And no, we don't want to get rid of that. Very low, very low perk activation means it's probably not going to happen. So we'll go with Health Burst, because that sounds pretty good. And we start leaving. Alright, we're done with this? Cool. Alright, so the next thing to do is figure out what's going on over here with Gulvig's bones.
So why do they call Odin the Lord of the Hang?
That refers to a modest example of Odin's thirst for knowledge. The time he spent 9 days a dead man. Aye, hung himself by the neck from Yggdrasil's branches, put his spear through his own side and bled down into the Well of Destiny. He roamed the realms of the dead and plundered the World Tree of its secrets, until I think quite rightly it got fed up with him and sent him back to the land of the living. Did I not mention he was barking mad?
I don't know. How does it, I mean, I don't know. Doesn't make sense, but Odin doesn't really make sense in general. Oh. Huh. So we're gonna sail around this thing, and there might be a beach over on the other side of this thing.
That dragon, it's Baldur's, isn't it?
Yes.
And you brought it down to save me?
It was very heroic.
Bofar. Frimund. Erik.
Are you okay?
No, son. My goods are underwater. My men are drowned, and yet their bodies continue to walk the beaches. Hellwalkers. They plague these lands. I was their captain. They died because of me. But these abominations sully their memories. I will find a way to free them from their tortured state. In this, I am determined. A thunderstorm scattered all 3 of my ships across the lake. I know not what I did to anger Thor, but his judgment was swift and brutal.
Alright. We got another favor to do. A level 3. There's a level 5. That wasn't even fair.
Boy,
Yes, sir. It's another one of those maps.
Another treasure map? Finder's fee. Well, been working for Reisla Farmother for a long time, but the pay is always short. With the camp split between Vandred and his old man, no one will notice me stashing a bit of the earnings on the side. My secret perch is the perfect hiding spot. Well. Looks like we have to climb up here. They like to put a lot of these hanging pots and stuff.
the final bone.
Yeah.
We might as well return them to the spirit. Maybe he will keep his word.
I know she's not coming back, okay? I know. I just... Never mind. I just gotta return the bones.
So where is that? all the way over there, of course. I think I've already done everything in this area. Oh, never mind, there's treasure here? Apparently it's a dragon tier. Yeah, I think I've already been here.
Wilbur!
Oh man. What? Oh man.
That was difficult.
Yeah, it kind of was. They were a lot faster than I expected. This brings us back down here.
I discovered opportunities for hunting and trade in these lands. I gave up my...
Oops. Didn't mean to cut him off, but... oh well.
I wonder why Bobby's bones are all over the place.
Desecration, typically. Pieces of scattered corpse make for a piss-poor soul. No hope for Valhalla or Helheim when your arm's on one beach and your head's on a...
Hang on. I gotta make sure I mark this thing. Whoops. Oh my gosh. How do I mark? Well, what if we just, what if we do this? Okay, there we go.
Why not ask the spirit? I'm sure he will be forthcoming with answers.
What's that down there? Mimir, you never told me what happened with the stonemason's son.
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. After completing his father's masterwork, the Great Wall of Jotunheim, he thought of nothing but making the Aesir pay for their crimes against the giants. Once he longed to fight Thor, but tragedy had brought wisdom to Hrimthur, and cunning. He observed that Asgard's walls were half-built and shoddy, for no Aesir god could be bothered with such tiresome labour. So Hrimthur adopted the guise of an ordinary man and made the Aesir an offer. He would build them majestic new walls, and if he couldn't build them within 2 turns of the season, they would owe him nothing for his labours. And if he succeeded, he asked only for an audience with the goddess Freya. Odin agreed, knowing the task was impossible, but intrigued by this stranger. Hrimthur made short work of it, of course. He had the benefit of his father's training and the aid of a magical stallion for fetching stones. Odin was not happy to find himself on the losing end of the wager, but he seemed to uphold his end of the bargain. Freya was sent to meet the mason, and to her surprise, he wanted only to whisper something in her ear. That being done, he made his way out of Asgard, and when he found Thor awaiting him at the gates of Midgard, he knew he had been double-crossed. But he didn't care, because his plan was complete.
It was? What did he say to Freya?
Only she could say for certain, but I've had many moons to work it out. Hrimthur knew that Freya loathed the Aesir despite her marriage to Odin, and I believe he gave her the secret to Asgard's defenses. Some weakness he may have built in, structural or magical, which I expect will be exploited come Ragnarok when Surtur arrives to burn Asgard to ash. If not sooner.
Alright, I should probably stop, like, listening to those stories all the way through. Because they do get continued. I mean, one of the things I noticed in Ragnarok was, like, towards the end of the game, there weren't many stories being told when we were traveling around. And I think that's because I just listened to them all, and then they just ran out of stories. That's probably going to happen with this game too. So it'd probably be better if I just, you know, listen to them a little bit, but then if I need to get out of the boat, then we just get out of the boat and have Mimir continue the story later.
We have collected the rest of your woman's corpse spirit. Show us this magic you have promised.
Ah, my sweet Gulvik, whole again. Rise, dear Gulvik. Awaken, oh powerful Gulvik!
Erni bukar bitjast.
She says she'll honor our request
Erdi fagna.
and reunite us. Okay,
Yep.
you were right. All right, say it. I told you so.
I told you so.
You are naive, foolish boy.
This is true as well. But do not take your disappointment out on me, boy. Take it as a lesson.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Can't trust everybody. But hey, it could have gone a lot worse. But I was ready. So now we have to do this, which I don't even know. Oh, they're over here. Okay, so I guess we'll sail over there. Man, this boat is slow.
Ymir,
Might just be in
can
a
you tell me about that giant lady with
slow
the boat?
area.
She was called Skadi, Queen of the Hunt. Her father was Thiotzi, who could take the shape of any wild creature, and taught Skadi how to hunt them all. From the ribs of pack beasts, she fashioned second feet, allowing her to glide upon the snow so no animal could evade her. She became a huntress beyond compare, even to any god. Odin himself wanted her for his bride, believing she would bear him strong sons. But she spurned his affections, and for that insult, Odin vowed revenge. It was put forth that the Aesir were flayed by an eagle who would steal the precious golden apples of Idun. Not even the finest archer among the gods could bring it down. You know what? Tell this one later.
Yeah. I've explored this area? Alright.
Focus up!
Oh, this is... Actually, it worked. I thought I couldn't hurt Hellwalkers with my axe. Oops. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay.
Were all those guys part of his crew? That's a tough crew.
And all his responsibility.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Does it frighten you? Responsibility.
Oh, no. I don't think so. I mean, I think it used to, but not as much anymore.
Why is that?
Well, being out here with you makes me feel more grown up.
Well, that's good. Alright, so we're done with this one. Alright.
What's that down there?
And we have to go... Where? Trying to follow the compass.
You were in the middle of a story before.
Was I? Oh yes! Seeking revenge on Skadi the Huntress, Odin spread rumors that Aesir were plagued by an eagle. Odin knew that Skadi could not resist the temptation to prove herself superior, and so she joined the hunt. Skadi tracked the eagle as it flew where she alone could glide, and loosed an arrow from her unerring bow. When she collected her quarry, she found no eagle at all, but her own father, poor Beyonce, slain by his own daughter. She was overcome with grief and shame, for there is nothing nature so reviles as a child who kills their parent. Skadi succumbed to her fate as winter's blanket fell, holding her father as the mountain held her in an embrace to last eternity.
Well, that was sad.
Aye. There aren't many happy endings for the giants, I'm afraid.
That's really messed up. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Yeah. Odin is a terrible, terrible person. Or god. Or whatever, I don't know. I don't know what kind of creature he is. I don't know how I missed that other dewdrop. Oh well. Oh, level 7. Well, that was kind of a waste.
Mother, are you hurt?
God, I don't want to do that, really. Where's my shield? Thank you. Oh boy.
Seriously, why does this one guy lead so many men?
We have their loyalty, so they follow.
And then they all died. He must have been a bad leader.
Why do you think that?
Well, he led all these men to their death.
True. But these men chose to follow. Even good leaders make poor choices. The best take responsibility for them. Remember this.
It looked like a breakable wall for some reason. Oh man, that was really close. I was I was about to die. Luckily I had my rage. I've already done all this, I think.